If you want to become a successful trader, you must work on your self-discipline. Imagine self-discipline as a muscle that needs workout to get stronger. The more you practice, also when you're in life, not just in trading, the tougher your determination becomes. It's a bit like hitting the gym. You start with small weights, you work your way up. Same deal here. You begin by tackling those small challenges and saying no to little temptations. Slowly, but surely, you're boosting your self-discipline game. Hey there, Tom here from FIBONACCI'S.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's hit the charts. Let's see what SPY and Friends brought us today. Nothing new under the roof. 438 now from resistance to support. Let's see if SPY can hold it, or are we going back to 432? Below 432, in my opinion, 422 gap will get filled. Don't forget, tomorrow after the close, Nvidia earnings. It will affect the rest of the market. QQQ, after 2 green days, red day, 360 needs to hold, otherwise 354 coming back. Are we going to get the same price action we saw over here? Are we going to see the same price action as a mirror over here, going back to 354, then down towards 346 and closing the gap at the 333? Don't be surprised by any price action. Anything can happen. No one knows what will happen next. All we have to do is prepare. Risk management. We have Fibonacci levels. For now, no long on Qs. Downtrend, retracement on the short term, retracement until proven otherwise. In my opinion, until we don't get to see a weekly close above 373 area, bears are in control on the short term. Dow Jones, nothing much. 3 consecutive days, 345 holding as resistance, 342, 341 support. Below it, we are heading towards 338 and then 331. Always prepare for both sides. Look left where price came from. And remember, price likes to visit places he was before. And gaps are like magnets for price action. So, are we going to see the same price action we saw over here, but now as a mirror to the downside? Be prepared. Don't be surprised. IWM, 181 to the downside, 185 to the upside, below 181, 177 and the 176 gap. In my opinion, until we won't see a weekly close above 188, 190, bears short term are in control. Bitcoin, sideways continuation, 25k to the downside, 26,500 to the upside. Nothing much on Bitcoin. Ethereum, breaking below the 1644. Now it looks like next will be 1514. We have a double top scenario. If we zoom out, we can clearly see a double top scenario breaking a weekly close below the 1644. We're heading towards 1514 and then all the way towards 2060. For now, cryptos are to the downside. Crude, oil, still moving sideways. 5 consecutive days. 81 to the upside. Above it, we are heading back to this red box, a very tough resistance area. Below 79, we are heading towards 77, 76, and 73 to the downside. We don't need to guess. We have Fibonacci levels to the downside, we have Fibonacci levels to the upside to let us know where price might get resistance or support both ways. SOXX waiting for Nvidia's earnings, white trend line holding the higher lows since October 2022. 460 gap will get filled in case we have bad reaction from Nvidia earnings. Below it, we are heading towards 443, 424, and 394. Good reaction. We are heading towards first 540 area. Above it, in the coming days after, we are heading towards 585 and 650. Hit the like, subscribe, share with friends if you like what you see. Comment below any suggestion, any feedback, any comment will be much appreciated. Apple closing above the 176. 176 is a very important level of resistance. It was a very important level of support. Look here. During end of May, beginning of June, and also here, beginning of August, very important level of support. So now it became a very important level of resistance. Price managed to close above it with a doji. Doji represents indecision. So even though we have managed to close above the 177, we have a doji indecision. We like to see continuation towards the 181 area. Below it, we're heading back to the 171 and then 167 gap. This gap needs to get filled before Q4. In my opinion, until this gap will not get filled, Apple bulls will not gain control. Nvidia went all the way to the 481, making intraday new all-time highs. 455 now is holding. This trend line needs to hold, otherwise 435 and then 394. No need to remind you, tomorrow after the closing bell, Nvidia earnings. Tesla opened the day with a gap to the upside towards the 242 area. Not surprising, got rejected from a very important level of support. Now the 242, 243 area will become a very tough resistance, as we say in previous videos, but on the good side, 230 is holding. In my opinion, this gap needs to get filled before the next leg up. We have levels to the upside. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Now we have levels to the downside below 212, 193, 171. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Where Tesla will end up 2023? Above 300 or below 200? Let me know in the comments below. Very interesting to know your opinion on Tesla. Microsoft, nothing much. Short term, bears are still in control. We have the 328 area, which will become a very tough resistance. Only by looking left, support until it broke to the downside. So by natural things of price action, 330 will become a very tough resistance. It tried. Let's see if by the end of this week or by the end of this month can Microsoft break up above it. Where price might be heading next? No need to guess. We can take Fibonacci. We have the swing high, swing low, and look at here. Not surprising. Price closed on a Fibonacci level. If you want to take your trading journey to the highest level, stop following others. Stop relying on these lagging indicators. Check the links in the description below. Find out how to become your own indicator. learn the in-depth relationship between candlestick analysis, aka pure price action, and the relationship with Fibonacci levels on any time frame, whether it's day trading, swing trading, whether you're trading futures, crypto, stocks, forex, doesn't matter. It all comes down to candlesticks, price action, and Fibonacci levels. Check the links. We have one-on-one live mentorship program. We have the same program, pre-recorded, 6 hours, 49 lessons, both programs, guaranteed lifetime access for support, guidance, and all Discord channels. Until you will say to yourself, I don't need anyone. I can do it by myself. I am a consistent, profitable trader. Check the links in the description below. Take your financial freedom in your own hands. Google, support, resistance, price action getting tighter and tighter. Be prepared for both sides. Below the purple trend line, we are heading towards the 123 open gap. Above it, no one knows. But we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. Above 130, we are heading towards 132, and then 133, 140, and 144. Netflix, another great example of how trend lines helps us to identify support and resistance areas. No need even Fibonacci. Red trend line, long-term support. White trend line, short-term resistance. Long, 2 or 3 days above this white trend line, going where? Towards the 468 open gap. We can take also Fibonacci. Swing low, swing high. We have 424, 438, 448, and then this gap at the 468. Below this red trend line, below the 397, we have a gap over here. We have a head and shoulders if you are a pattern seeker, a pattern trader, but Fibonacci traders, we don't rely on patterns because patterns are not reliable. We follow price, we use Fibonacci and trend lines to manage our risk and as our guide for future price action. Meta 285. Above it, we are heading towards 300. Let's see the 285 holding. Next resistance will be the 300. Going back below the 285, we have all the Fibonacci to the downside. Meta, short term, bears are in control. AMD sliding down towards this white trend line. Below this white trend line, you have the red downtrend channel that is holding as resistance for the lower highs, for the lower lows. So for now, AMD, same as the rest of the market, with the big names, short term, bears are in control. Follow price, use trend lines as your roadmap for future price action. Amazon, nothing much, moving sideways, 132 to the up, to the downside, 136 to the upside. This gap needs to get filled. This gap must get filled if bulls of Amazon wants to gain control. Shopify, perfect example of why Fibonacci trend lines are the roadmap for future price action. We drew these lines a few days back, already 2 weeks or so, and still price bouncing and sliding down inside this downtrend channel. Check the links in the description below for more educational resources. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit a like, subscribe, share with friends, will be much appreciated. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for more educational resources. Until the next video, do good things.